Les Misérables.
Volume 4. Saint-Denis. The Idyll in the Rue Plumet and the Epic in the Rue Saint-Denis. Book 12th. Corinthe. By Victor Hugo. Narrated by Peter Silverleaf. Chapter 1. History of Corinthe from its foundation. The Parisians who nowadays, on entering on the Rue Rambuteau, at the end near the Halles, notice on their right, opposite the Rue Mondétour, a basket-maker's shop having for its sign a basket in the form of Napoleon the Great, with this inscription: Napoleon is made wholly of willow. Have no suspicion of the terrible scenes which this very spot witnessed hardly 30 years ago. It was there that lay on the Rue de la Chanvrerie, which ancient deeds spell Chanvrerie, and the celebrated public house called Corinthe. The reader will remember all that has been said about the barricade effected at this point, and eclipsed, by the way, by the barricade Saint-Merry. It was on this famous barricade of the Rue de la Chanvrerie, now fallen into profound obscurity, that we are about to shed a little light. May we be permitted to recur, for the sake of clearness in the recital, to the simple means which we have already employed in the case of Waterloo. Persons who wish to picture to themselves in a tolerably exact manner the constitution of the houses which stood at that epoch near the Point Saint-Eustache, at the north-east angle of the Halles of Paris, where today lies the embouchure of the Rue Rambuteau, have only to imagine an N touching the Rue Saint-Denis with its summit and the Halles with its base, and whose two vertical bars should form the Rue de la Grande Truanderie and the Rue de la Chanvrerie, and whose transverse bar should be formed by the Rue de la Petite Truanderie. The old Rue Mondétour cut the 3 strokes of the N at the most crooked angles, so that the labyrinthine confusion of these 4 streets sufficed to form on a space 3 fathoms square between the Halles and the Rue Saint-Denis on the one hand, and between the Rue de Cygne and the Rue des Prêcheurs on the other, 7 islands of houses oddly cut up, of varying sizes, placed crosswise and haphazard, and barely separated like the blocks of stone in a dock by narrow crannies. We say narrow crannies, and we give no more just idea of those dark, contracted, many-angled alleys lined with 8-story buildings. These buildings were so decrepit that, in the Rue de la Chanvrerie and the Rue de la Petite...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?